Good morning. I wanted to make a few comments last week. I think I probably got more comments on the video than I've had in a while, and it felt really good. It felt good to interact, to be involved, and I didn't really, it was a crazy week last week, which I'm going to get into in a minute, but it's good to have that relationship. And Jessica, you said some stuff about change that what really added to, I think, the words that I tried to share, and it really helped me and inspired me, and I thank you for sharing that. There were several of you that just mentioned about fall, and I made a list. Frank and Ella, Jennifer, Cindy, Wendy all made comments about fall being their favorite season, so that puts us in the same boat. And Cindy, I think I figured out it, and you can make a comment. I should have taken time again to say something, but if this is the Cindy Hall, I think it is, I don't know that we've seen each other since elementary school. If so, and you get a chance, put that on the feed so we can make that connection. Maybe others even get to be a part of it. And then Esther was the oddball. Esther, I love you to death. That's just being fun. Like summer, and good reasons to like summer too. But I say that because I really like for the times that I share like this to not just be me giving some random message, but trying to build connections and relationships. So today I'm really sharing something about just how my life is going right now, and that's that I've just all of a sudden it seemed like gotten busy. Prior to COVID, that was something I heard about all the time, talked to people about, had sermons about, and that just kind of went away when COVID came, but it's beginning to creep back in now. When I say creep back in, I'm talking primarily about my own life. And so it's caused me recently in having conversations with other people to look at some scripture. There's a scripture that is really some that I've used and thought about and preached on my entire life. And you've probably heard of it too. It's Psalm chapter 46, verse 10. It says, "He says, be still and know that I am God." And I realized part of that, I have always focused on the be still part. It's just be still, be still, be still. But then I realized the last part of that, be still and know that I am God. And I think what has hit me recently is if I don't find time to be still, I'm not able to recognize God in the way that God is speaking to me, in the way that God is moving. And so be still isn't a lot of times like I've thought just it means we're supposed to relax, we're supposed to take time, we're supposed to make time for God. I think if we don't do that, it keeps us from having the relationship with God. It's deeper than simply making time to be still so we don't get caught up in the busyness. It really is deeper than that. And there's another scripture in the New Testament that I think really affirms that. It comes from Mark chapter 4, verses 18 and 19. I want to read this from the Message. It's the parable of the sower, if you're familiar with that, but I'm just taking two verses out of that. It says, "The seed cast in the weeds represents the one who hears the kingdom news," the things that God would have to say about us, whether it's salvation, whether it's what God's doing, anything that God's doing, but are overwhelmed with worries about all the things they have to do and all the things they want to get. The stress strangles what they heard, and nothing comes of it. I believe God speaks to us every day. I believe God seeks to bless us every day. But we're so busy, we can't hear that. We can't sometimes in seeking what we think we want. So I want to encourage you today. And in sharing with you, I think it's a way that I process and hopefully move in a better direction myself. And in my busyness, I don't have really anything to complain about because I think it's good. So I'm not. You don't need to be concerned about me that I've got problems and stuff like that. It's actually most of it's really good, but there can be too much of a good thing sometimes, and I've got to make sure that I prioritize. I may, depending on how things go, we may talk more about this week. But that's where I am this week. And I hope that might be helpful to you. Again, feel free to comment as you see fit, and have a wonderful and hopefully not too busy day.